She was the wealthy daughter of a billionaire family. However, her father was deceived by others during an investment, and overnight, they lost everything and became bankrupt. Suffering such a heavy blow, she had the thought of jumping off a building and committing suicide. Just as she was about to step out, a pair of hands tightly hugged her from behind, and at that moment, her fate was completely rewritten. It turned out that her father had been hiding the truth from her. The company had already faced an economic crisis a year ago. It was not until Jung-hoo returned to the country that she learned this truth. She was determined to help her father. So she carefully planned a large-scale live-streaming e-commerce event and successfully achieved a sales performance of 80 million yuan. She thought that she could help the company through the difficult times with this, but the scam of the project her father had invested in was exposed. After learning the news, her father had a sudden heart attack and passed away, leaving Jung-hoo with a huge amount of debt in the end. The vice president of the company suggested that she go abroad to avoid the debt, but Jung-hoo was determined to stay and fulfill her father's last wish. She absolutely could not let the company founded by her father be acquired by others. She asked her father's former friends for help, but these businessmen were unwilling to lend a hand in the face of interests. In the end, only her good friend Wen-shan was willing to help. However, Wen-shan proposed that Jung-hoo must give up the right to inherit the company. Only in this way could the company be publicly auctioned, and then he would invest to buy the company back. Although Jung-hoo had some doubts in her heart, she finally chose to trust Wen-shan, but she never expected that this was a trap set by Wen-shan. Soon, the day of the company's auction arrived. The company, with a starting price of over 100 million yuan, was bid up to over 200 million yuan. Jung-hoo anxiously looked at Wen-shan, fearing that the company would be bought by someone else. Fortunately, in the end, Wen-shan successfully bought the company for 230 million yuan. Just as Jung-hoo was asking Wen-shan about the follow-up plan, Wen-shan told her to rest assured and claimed that he would manage the company well. At this moment, Jung-hoo realized that she had been deceived. Then, a phone call came, which made her completely break down. Because the workers had not received their overdue wages for a long time, they directly moved all the valuable things in the villa away. Jung-hoo fell into despair. That night, after drinking, she went up to the rooftop, thinking that even her most trusted friend had deceived her and that she was all alone in this world. Jung-hoo wanted to end her life there. Just then, a man suddenly appeared and saved her. The man's name was Su-si, an investor. He happened to pass by and saved Jung-hoo's life. Su-si was worried that Jung-hoo might still try to commit suicide, so he stayed on the rooftop and watched over her all night. After a whole night of thinking, Jung-hoo figured it out. She must keep the last property left by her father. Just as the auctioneer announced that the factory had failed to be sold, Jung-hoo rushed to the auction site and bought the last factory. Although Jung-hoo had temporarily saved the factory, in order to buy this factory on the verge of bankruptcy, she sold all the assets under her name. One day, Jung-hoo went to the factory, wanting to discuss the subsequent business plan of the factory with her uncle, but she was blocked by a group of people at the factory gate.